everybody, it's Catherine here. So for the last 2 days on YouTube, I have gotten really distracted by something called large family tag videos. And all of these bloggers and video YouTubers and stuff have been doing these videos where they answer these 20 questions about their large family. And I don't actually know if you would consider us a large family because we only have 4 kids, like only 4 kids, which to me doesn't seem that much. But we are expecting number 5, so I guess maybe we technically would be considered larger than normal. But I thought it would be really fun. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi? I thought it would be really fun to answer.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. These 20 questions that are kind of like going around because I have found the answers really interesting watching these videos, so I thought it'd be fun to make them. So I'm just going to jump in. Aren't you supposed to be like napping or something? Oh, he's trying to show you his silly face. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions. I'm going to make a video. Why don't you go listen to your story?
Who are you going to do this video to?
I don't know, just anybody who wants to watch it. We're not good bloggers. Go, shoot. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're not very good at this. 20 questions. Number 1, how many children do you have? I have 4 kids. I think I said that already. And 1 on the way who is due in June. So I never know if you're supposed to count the one that you're expecting. People ask how many kids you have. I mean, technically I have 5. But one of them's not here yet, so I don't know. What are their ages? I have a 5-year-old who you just saw, Reuben. I have a 4-year-old girl. I have an almost 3-year-old boy. He turns 3 next week. I have an almost 1-year-old boy. He's like 11 months. And then we have the baby who's in my tummy still. What is your family structure? Oh, there's no structure. I think it means like we're a mom and a dad and 4 kids. Like all of our kids are our own. We're a nuclear family, so not a blended family. How old were you when you had your first baby? I was 24, almost 25, I'm pretty sure. So it was 5 years ago, so it was 24. Were they all planned by you and your partner, or did you leave it up to God? Isn't that a fun question? Well, everything is up to God, right? So regardless of what your plan is, if whatever happens, God is sovereign. But it was kind of both. We planned to leave it up to God. We used birth control the first year of our marriage because we wanted to have insurance when we had a baby. That was the big reason why, the only reason why, really. And then we had Reuben and decided we wanted more kids, so we went ahead and just, when it happens, it happens. And then Josiah and Asa, the 2, 3, and 4, and 5, Levi, have all been sooner than I would have chosen, but they were not surprises, if you know what I mean. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, you're supposed to be playing in your room for nap time, okay? I need you to obey. Okay, see? Yeah, we're like 3.5 minutes. I don't think we've actually gotten far. Hey, can you go tell them your name?
Lydia.
How old are you, Lydia?
4.
Are you obeying right now? No. Okay, why don't you go play and listen to your story, and I'll come see you in a minute, okay?
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Hey. Yay, nap time. Clearly I'm not very good at nap time, right? I miss when they did the big ones. The big ones haven't taken a nap now for like a year. I miss nap time. Okay, what's your favorite reaction to telling someone how many children you have? Well, most of the time, recently, it usually comes up, I'll be out by myself or something, and they'll look at my belly, and they're like, oh, how cute, is this your first? And I always hate that question because I'm like, no, it's my 5th. And usually people are pretty, that's not a big deal. I mean, I don't know, other people get different reactions, but for the most part, people are pretty nice and, friendly about how many kids we have, 4 or 5, whatever the number happens to be at that moment. They tend to get a little bit more like, whoa, when I tell them that my oldest is 5 and they start to do that kind of math. Because, I mean, I have 5 kids. We're on our 5th baby and my oldest is 5. So that's 1 a year, which sounds kind of crazy. can't think of a reaction I've gotten that was really like over the top. Nothing. Then I think the next question is, how do you handle negative comments? We haven't really gotten any. But I mean, not really negative ones. I think sometimes people are like, oh, you have your hands full, or they'll be snarky, like not in a mean kind of way, but just, don't you know how that happens? I have gotten that a couple times. And it's usually just people that we know, actually, I mean, that are friendly. They're just being funny. So, I don't know what I would say if someone was negative to me. I'd probably not say anything, and I'd probably cry, because that's how I handle negativity, right? Just cry. How much does it cost to feed your large family? Not very much. I spend about $500 to $600 a month on groceries, and that can usually include formula. Right now, the 11-month-old is drinking formula, and that's super expensive. That's like $40 a week, $50 a week. So, yeah, I mean, $500 to $600 a month, and that's buying kind of what I want. Not really budgeting super much, but they're also little. I do know, I mean, with 4 boys in the mix, it'll go up. So I should probably start investing what I'm not spending in groceries now, so that when the time comes, I can afford to feed them all. Do you plan to have more children? I asked my husband this last night. Do we plan to have more children? So yes, we do. I don't know how many more. We haven't really planned the number so far. It's just kind of happened. And we talk a lot about wanting more time. We want more space. And I do feel the weight of having a lot of young kids. But the reality is, we're not done. I mean, I don't really think our family is complete. I don't have any sort of feeling like that. So I would say at least one more, probably closer to 2 or 3 more, maybe. I don't know. We don't have a plan. We don't have a plan. Just one day at a time, or a year at a time. What is your family vehicle? We drive a minivan, a Dodge Caravan, I think. We have room for this baby, and then it's maxed out. So we're going to be looking to upgrade in the next year and a half or so to something bigger for all of our blessings. Do we ever eat out? Ruben, do we ever go to restaurants?
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite restaurant to go to?
Firehouse.
Firehouse. That's my least favorite restaurant. That's why he likes it. Why do you like going to Firehouse?
Because it makes treats, and I love treats.
He loves treats. Rice Krispie treats, you mean? Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, go to the living room so I can finish my video.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We do go out to eat. We go out a couple times a week usually, which is where the rest of our food budget goes. It's not as much fun as it used to be, and we really go out because I enjoy it. I like getting out of the house. I like not cooking. I like eating out, and I always have. And my husband likes making me happy, so I mean, we do that. But it's not fun like it used to be. I sometimes will sit and reminisce, like, do you remember back when we only had 2 kids and they both were in high chairs and they sat quietly at the table? It wasn't that great then either, but I do, you romanticize the past. But it is a little crazy, and it's usually not enjoyable. I like to take the kids out for donuts a couple times a month probably. I really like going out for lunchtime, especially to like play places and stuff, because they'll play and we can sit and talk. So, but we do go out. We should stop probably though. Yeah. How much milk do you go through in a week? 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons. It's usually 1.5 gallon of cow's milk, depending on how much I'm cooking. Like if I use milk a lot when I cook, so gravy and pancakes and stuff. So depending on how much I'm cooking, that changes. And then the kids drink almond milk in the mornings. We have always really limited milk. We do 1 glass of milk per person per day. And that's usually 6 to 8 ounces of milk. So really, I mean, 2 gallons is sufficient for the week for us, usually. How many rolls of toilet paper do you go through in a day? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I buy toilet paper every 2 weeks or so. And it's almost always empty. I don't know. I mean, it's always empty. I don't know. Every time I go to the bathroom, there's no toilet paper. Every time. But, well, that would be a lot of toilet paper we go through. But it tends to be more if the baby is around. They like to unroll it. So I think, I don't know, a case of toilet paper every 2 weeks? You can do the math. What's your favorite go-to meal? Peanut butter and honey sandwiches. Yeah, peanut butter and honey sandwiches. If I don't have it cooked, we have sandwiches. For myself, if I need something quick for Evan and I'll do chili, but none of my kids eat chili, so they have sandwiches. Family-friendly meals. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really go to. I do menu plan a lot. We don't do pasta very often. My husband doesn't like spaghetti.
But I like spaghetti.
He does. He just now starts like spaghetti. 2 people in my house like spaghetti. So I feel like chicken. We do chicken a lot. Like just chicken breast cooked in the skillet or fried or breaded and fried or yum chicken. So, you know, we do a lot of sandwiches and raw fruits and veggies because that's what most everybody in my house will eat. Carrot sticks and peppers and fruit, and yogurt. So if I need a quick meal, I usually don't cook. I just pull it out of the oven.
I like that. I never eat that.
Okay. You're not supposed to be in here. Go away. Sure. I don't know. I probably should retape this whole thing. Anyway, this is what my life is really like. So I guess maybe this is why we do this, to show people what it's like to live in a house full of children. I'm looking at my list. How do you spend one-on-one time with each of your children? It's at this age, it's whoever's crying the loudest gets the most attention. And luckily for me, they're all really great at crying loudly. So they all get plenty of attention. I know kind of as they get bigger and the heart issues get deeper, we'll have to be more intentional about that. But for the most part,
we don't read this.
We can't read that right now. For the most part, they like to spend time. We spend time together a lot. While one's sleeping, the other ones will hang out with me. Usually during this time of day, I'm actually reading to the little kids, the big kids. Stop. I'm sorry. And so we spend time. I don't know. We don't. Or we do. How do you manage the clutter? You throw it away. I throw it away. One of my greatest joys in life is throwing things away. And I just think there's something cathartic about having a counter full of stuff and sweeping it all into the garbage. So I don't keep a lot of stuff. We also have made it a priority that all of the toys and games for the kids are out of their reach. They have a bookshelf in their room with books on it. Their books, mind you, not even all the books. They just have a smaller selection of books. And they also have 3 sets of toys on their bookshelf that are probably like their favorites. And they're just in tubs, so they're just organized out. And that's all the toys they have. They're stuffed animals. They have stuffed animals access to. And so for the most part, if they want to get something down, they have to put something up. So the beginning of any kind of playtime, nap time like now, I got them toys down, but they're not playing with them. And before they can do something else, like have a snack here in an hour or so, they'll have to clean all that up. So that's kind of how we keep it contained, is that the kids don't have access to it. As they get taller, that won't work as well. They'll be able to reach in their closet, and we'll have to do less. But I have tried to make an effort to get rid of stuff, and I enjoy that. So it's fun. Anytime my life gets stressful, go. Okay, the next question is, how do you homeschool, private school, or public school? We homeschool. Reuben is 5.5. He started kindergarten. We did kindergarten this year with him. We're halfway through now. We took some breaks through the winter months. So he did kindergarten this year, and I'm not sure what we're going to do next year. He's just now old enough. No, he's just not old enough for public school kindergarten, so I'm debating whether we'll do kindergarten again next year to give him some more practice with his reading, or if we'll move on to first. I haven't decided. But we do homeschool, and we intend to homeschool till they go to college. I might homeschool college. It might be cheaper. I'm thinking about it. How do you manage the chaos? You get used to it. Just becomes part of life. The noise is just part of life. There are definitely times when I just, it's too much. And honestly, my kids are very rarely the problem. It's usually that I have too much noise in the background, whether it's music or I'm trying to do something else. And that's really most of the chaos in my house. If I am giving my kids attention, we're fine. And if it ever gets loud or disruptive or overwhelming, almost 100% of the time, I have to stop whatever I'm doing and sit down. And if I sit on the couch with them, if I am in the room with them, the chaos diminishes by 100-fold. There's just something about giving them your attention that makes them really happy. There's that. And you just get used to the noise level. I know that if we go other places, sometimes I'm really like, if we go to someone else's house or if we're out in public, all of a sudden I'm like, wow, our kids are loud. Like, how did I not realize this? You know, you just kind of want to hide, like, they're not my kids. But when we're at home, I don't notice it as much. And so we let them run in the house and yell. We have very few rules because I can't enforce them. I mean, you know, it's the point of making rules if you can't enforce them. So right now is quiet time. You can see how well that's going. So they don't have my attention. Nope. What do you do if you get free time? I get free time. I usually will go to Subway all by myself and eat lunch. Sometimes I eat lunch in my car in the Subway parking lot and watch Netflix. That's what I do with myself. I read a lot. I research homeschool curriculums because why not? I watch large family tag videos on YouTube. I don't know. I don't consider free time. I watch a lot of Netflix. I do. And listen to like sermons and audiobooks and stuff. But I don't do that in my free time. That's usually when I'm working. Like if the kids are napping and I'm cleaning or cooking or folding laundry. But actual free time. Subway and Netflix. Yeah. And what's your #1 tip for other large family moms? Don't do this video when your kids are awake. Stop it. I would say write stuff down probably is my #1 tip. And that's really for any mom. You think you'll remember. And I think maybe if I had 1 or 2 kids, I would remember. I mean, I don't know. I doubt it. But I think at this point, I'm thinking about Asa going through these different stages. And I'm like, which one of the kids? Wasn't there one that did that such and such? And I don't remember who did what. And so my #1 tip would be to journal or to blog or keep a baby book, but I mean, not even that. I mean, you know, just write stuff. One thing I've done since the kids were little was write letters to them, and I need to do new ones, but at different points of development, like write things out, handwrite them, and I have a box. They're not organized. They're just scraps of paper that I wrote stuff down on and dated and put in the box. And one day, when I don't have kids at home, I'll organize them, but just write stuff down so you'll remember, because they always say that this is like the best years of your life. You're gonna miss this. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, that's all 20 questions. And this video, I think it's over. All right. So bye. Okay, stop. Can you say bye, please?